Hi, I'm Spandana Gangisetti, graduate student in computer science at University of Florida. This is a presentation for the final project for the course Pattern Recognition and Intelligence, EEL 6825. In this project, I have implemented spam filtering using the naive Bayes theorem. Now let's start with describing what a spam email is. Electronic emails can be broadly classified into two types. Number one, ham emails. Number two, spam emails. Ham emails are the ones with legitimate content that a user is intended to receive. Spam emails. Spam emails are the ones that contain identical content and are often sent in bulk. These emails usually contain malware or links to the phishing websites that request user to enter their financial account credentials and which can lead to its misuse. Now let's discuss some types of spam emails. The spam emails can be categorized into two types: the unsolicited promotions, and the second one is phishing scams. Unsolicited promotions are a class of spam emails that usually promote products such as unrealistic treatments for weight loss, pirated merchandise, etc. Such emails are usually delivered to a large audience, and given their attractive content, users often open or click on the links mentioned in the emails. And this can lead to a severe malware installation. Phishing scams. It is a class of spam emails that are difficult to distinguish from ham emails. This is the most difficult spam emails to recognize when compared to unsolicited promotions. These emails are tailored to resemble the ones from legitimate organizations, which makes the user access the fake links that ask user to enter their financial accounts credentials. The users often do not realize that they are on a fake website and not the genuine ones. What is a spam filter? In order to avoid the problems that occur because of the spam emails, number of email clients use an application called spam filter. It classifies all the incoming emails based on some criteria such as recipient list, email content, etc. In some cases, manual input such as labeling certain emails as spam by the user is also used by these automatic classifying systems to classify the future incoming emails. Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem is one of the most important concepts of statistics and theory of probability. It quantifies the probability of event A occurring given that a set of conditions are satisfied. It is also known as Bayes' law. For example, if A1, A2, and so on up to An is a space of events, and B is an event that is related to this sample space, then the probability of occurrence of AI given that B has occurred is computed using this formula P of Aj given B. Naive Bayes classifier. Naive Bayes classifier are the most popularly used classifiers in spam filtering. These classifiers calculate the probabilities of words in a dataset based on their occurrences in spam and non-spam emails. This step is called training, and later on the calculated probabilities are used to classify the incoming emails in the testing dataset. Using Bayes' theorem for spam filtering. Naive Bayes spam filtering is one of the oldest statistical techniques to filter out the spam email. The probability of an email being spam given that it contains word WD is given by this formula. In the above formula, P of SP given WD is the probability that a given email is spam given the occurrence of word WD. P of WD given SP is the probability that a spam email consists a particular word WD. P of SP is the probability that an email contains spam contents. P of WD given HA is probability that a ham email contains a particular word WD. P of HA is probability that an email is not a spam mail. This formula has been used in this project to calculate probabilities of words in the training and testing dataset. False positive. A result is said to be false positive if a message that is not spam is classified as a spam. A false negative can be tolerated by a spam filter but not a false positive because it often results in a loss of important information. Therefore, a spam filter is said to be effective if it has a low false positive count. The cost of such misclassification should be carefully considered while making a decision. Using iterative classification to reduce false positives. In this project, an iterative method is used to reduce the number of false positives. In order to reduce false positives in spam filter that uses naive Bayes theorem, an iterative approach is used. Application is initially fed with some training data set, and later this is extended by merging it with a testing data set. Now the naive Bayes theorem is applied iteratively to this extended data set, and we calculate the probabilities of the words in this extended data set. And later on, these probabilities can be used to classify the testing dataset. Results of this project. In this project, I have used 25% of the dataset for training and the rest of the 75% for the testing. The total number of data points in the dataset are 900. Number of false positives without iteration are 182. Number of false positives with iteration are 0. Number of false negatives without iteration are found to be 115, and number of false negatives with iteration are reduced to 62. Now let's look into the project. This project has two main classes, naivebase.java and runspam.java. The naivebase.class This class implements the naive Bayes theorem to train the application and also to classify a given data set. The other main class of this project is runspam.java. This class implements the iterative approach. It calls the naive Bayes algorithm repetitively and returns the number of false positives, false negatives, and also the count of spam mails and non-spam mails. This class takes input from the user, the testing data set, and the training data set. Now let's try running the program. Java run spam. As you can see, the user is given 5 options. The first 2 are to choose the training and testing data sets, and the second 2 are to display the false positives and false negative count with and without iteration. In the first option, we train with labeled train data set and iterate on U0 and U2, and later on we classify the U1 data set. In the second data set, we train with U0, iterate on an extended data set by merging labeled train and U1, and then classify U2 based on these results. The third option displays the false positive and false negative count without iteration, and the fourth option displays the false positive and false negative count with iteration. Let's see the output when I choose first option. You can see that the 900 data points are put through the iteration naive Bayes algorithm, and also you can notice that with each iteration there is a significant reduction in the count of ham a significant change in the count of ham and spam emails. The number of ham emails has increased from 145, 98 to 150, and the number of spam emails has decreased from 802 to 750. This says that the false positives have been reduced. Now let's try displaying the false positive counts with and without iteration. Firstly, let's display false positive and false negative count without iteration. The false positive count without iteration is 182, the false negative count without iteration is 115. Now let's try doing the same for with iteration case. The number of false positives with iteration is 0 and the number of false negatives with iteration is 62. There are other concepts that have been used in spam filtering, and two of those major concepts are k-nearest neighbors and support vector machines. Now let's try comparing Bayes and k-nearest theorems. K-nearest neighbors approach works better for small datasets, and it is slower when compared to naive-Bayes theorem when applied on larger datasets. Whereas naive-Bayes is not a good choice when the decision boundary is not linear. But since spam filtering is a binary classification, it works faster than k-nearest. And also spam filtering usually deals with large data sets and it needs to be dynamic. So naive-Bayes theorem is an efficient and faster option for spam filtering. These are the references that I've used for this project. Thank you.